name is Derek Masloff, and I'm the conductor of the Great Falls Philharmonic. Today, I'm so excited to introduce a new video series called Mozart Mondays. In this series, I'll be sharing some of my favorite tidbits from Mozart's letters that he wrote during his travels as he was a teenager and later on his adult life. We'll meet some of the interesting characters in Mozart's life, including his sister, his father, his cousin, and later his wife. I'll just be sharing a few letters per video, but if you're interested, I really encourage you to go out and read the rest of this correspondence. The source that I'm using for these letters is this amazing book by Robert Spaethling called Mozart's Letters, Mozart's Life. I really love reading Mozart's letters because you really get to know him as a person. His goofiness, his earnestness, his struggles, his successes, in his own words, and that's a really special thing to be able to read. Mozart lived a really challenging life. He was constantly on the road, constantly trying to make money, and he was not always successful. In fact, he was sort of not successful in the end. And the reason we're releasing this series now is, as some of you know, I'm about to begin my own journey as a member of the United States Army Band. But before I can become a member of the band, I need to go to various levels of Army training, and I'll be away from home for some time. So, as I embark on my own journey, I'm excited to share with you Mozart's journey. And so, I will begin with the first letter.
Mozart was just 13 when he took his first trip to Italy with his father. Leopold Mozart, the elder Mozart, was hoping that his wildly talented son would impress the Italian nobles, and eventually money would start flowing their way. Mozart's first letter from the trip was written to his mother on December 14th, 1769. My dearest Mama, my heart is filled with a lot of joy because I feel so jolly on this trip, because it's so cozy in our carriage, and because our coachman is such a fine fellow who drives as fast as he can when the road lets him. Papa has probably already given to Mama the news of our trip. The reason I am writing to Mama is to show that I know my duty. So I remain in deepest respect, her devoted son, Wolfgang Mozart. On August 21st, 1770, Mozart wrote to his sister, I am also still alive, and very jolly indeed. Today I had a fancy of riding on a donkey, for it is customary in Italia, and so I thought I should try it too. We have the honor of being acquainted with a certain Dominican who is said to be holy. I myself am not convinced of it, because he often consumes for breakfast a cup of chocolata, right afterward a big glass of strong Spanish wine, and I myself have had the honor of taking a meal with this saint, who imbibed heavily, and at the end drank an entire glass filled with strong wine. In addition, he ate 2 large slices of meloni, peaches, pears, 5 cups of coffee, a whole plate full of birds, 2 full saucers of milk with lemon. Maybe there's some kind of plan behind it all, but I don't think so. Because for one thing, it's just too much, and for another, he takes quite a few morsels with him for an afternoon snack. Addio. Farewell. Kiss Mama's hands for me. Greetings to all who know me. Wolfgang Mozart, 1770.